Very excited to talk to this next group of gentlemen who were just awarded the Ben Franklin Award for Valor. And let me introduce them to you. They hail from Clackamas, Oregon, Fire District Number 1, and they are Firefighter Scott Kohler, Matt Towner, Captain Kyle Olson, and we have Apparatus Operator Andrew Brian, and of course they're nominating Fire Chief Fred Charlton. Great group of guys here. They got the medals on. Congratulations to all of you. I want to start by talking about just getting this honor in front of so many great colleagues here today. It just must be filled with pride.
It is. It's absolutely amazing to get this type of recognition. It's incredible for our firefighters, for our fire department, our community, but the fire service in general. And I think really the big takeaway and the thank you to the fire service is years of training and equipping our firefighters paid off with saving a life. And we're just so proud to get the recognition from the International Association of Fire Chiefs.
Yeah, it must feel really good. Take me back to that night. Now this was, to get this right, September 6th last year, almost a year ago, middle of the night, and you're responding to this house fire, and you find out there's someone trapped on the second floor, was it?
Yeah, call came in about 4 a.m. and dispatch information said there was somebody trapped on that second floor. Then the location of this structure fire was just up the street from us, about 0.2 miles, and so we knew we were going to be alone for a little bit, and showed up to a incredible volume of fire on the front of this house, and with 2 people laying in the front yard saying there's still somebody inside.
Wow.
And so we were all ready to go. We had heard that information, so we thought maybe we can go in through a second-story window on a ladder. Mm-hmm. But our team kind of assembled on the back side of the house, found a back door, and we could see through the door. We could see a stairway upstairs, and a very, very narrow window of opportunity for us to get up there and make a difference and find her, or even just do a search of that entire house, because it was conditions were changing drastically.
So quickly.
So Scott and Matt were all ready to go. We made the decision. Andrew and I were going to follow them in. We all went in through that back door. They went upstairs, went to the first bedroom, did their systematic search like they normally do. Went into the bedroom, and there's our occupant of the house, Dee Hammonds, who's sitting in the bedroom, sitting on the bed. She kind of realized she wasn't going to make it out, had no idea we were there. And her story is that these guys crashed in the room, and they're making calls on the radio to us, and they decided their exit was gone, and they're going to have to go out that window. And
they couldn't go back where they came from.
No, it wasn't going to happen. And the fire conditions changed, like I said, like unlike anything we'd ever seen.
Wow.
And so basically these guys made the decision, called on the radio to let us know, let everybody else know what we're doing.
Right. And
they decided they have to go out that window. So we had just gotten equipment and training and all the gears for the personal firefighter safety survival stuff to get out the window using a rope and a hook and a harness and a system that we've put together and trained with a bunch recently. Now, I don't think the plan was ever to rescue somebody and go out the window that way. That was never our intention. That was mostly just something that we would do to get ourselves out of problems.
But you got to do what you got to do when you have nowhere else to go, right?
Yes. So, and then these guys tell the story much better than I do. They were in the room, but they knew they had to get out. So Scott sets his hook, rolls out, hangs from his rope off that second-story windowsill.
Huh.
Matt goes over and brings Dee out to the window and helps her out the window into Scott's arms as he hung there on the rope. Mm-hmm. And then he set his hook, bailed out right next to her.
Wow.
So this is when Andrew and I came around the corner of this house to bring a ladder to him. But the conditions in the room changed too fast. They had no choice but to go out the window.
Talk about thinking and quick thinking. Everybody gets training, and and everybody sees different situations, but not until you're in the heat of the moment and have to make these decisions does the training, as he talked about, just getting that training and that equipment really kick in, right?
It does, and really the story here is we started this training 20 years ago. We talked about firefighter safety and survival, and really the intent was if a firefighter gets lost or trapped inside a building, they can't get out, we want to give them a tool to get out safely. And like Captain Olson said, I don't think the intent was ever to design a system where you would bring a civilian out with you. So we really accomplished 2 huge goals in this rescue. One is we protected and saved a life, and the other is our 2 firefighters were able to self-rescue as well. So
And everybody got out
everybody
safely,
got out-
which is
got out
great.
safely, yeah.
This is going to feel good to just come home with these medals, right? How is it? It must feel great in front of your colleagues here in Dallas, but what is it going to mean to go home with this great award?
Well, this is such a special award, and we've really prepared our community, our elected officials, our firefighters back home about what a great story this is and how we just need to continue to celebrate this event. So excited to be here, but probably more excited to go home and just let the firefighters relax a little bit and just sort of continue the thank yous, because it's just so incredible.
Yeah, that is. And congratulations once again to you and your team. Of course, this is the Clackamas, Oregon Fire District #1, and you look good in your medals, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us. We appreciate your time today.
Thank you.